Hi, it's Sonia with the Joy of Drawing, and I'm back with another Art in 10 Minutes. I think this is going to be like the final one of this series. And basically I thought, let's do a 10-minute gouache landscape, and hopefully it can tie in to the fact that in April I have a workshop with the Joy of Drawing, and it's expressive or paint your favourite landscape, and I'm going to be using, which I've shown before, I like to do gouache landscapes in this sketchbook, and so this is a good little exercise for me to get back into sort of warming up, really preparing for that workshop. And I thought it's something maybe you could join in with too. So what I want to show here is it is possible to get down some, to do a basic. It isn't going to be anything very detailed. These are more, I would say, 30-minute landscapes, 20 to 40-minute landscapes. This one here I did on my channel, that was 15 minutes, but can I do 10 minutes? It's going to be the answer. I may add a little bit of, I've got some just cheap oil pastels here. They're quite waxy, hard ones, and I might use those at the end, but we will see. Okay, let's have a go and get ready to, should I start? When should I start? Let's start now. It might be a minute less. So, okay, first of all, as I've talked about, okay, let's just quickly sketch in, just to give me an idea. I'm just gonna add, I'm using my own reference photo. I don't need much guidance because it's gonna get covered up. And I might need, of all the colours, I will probably need more white. I tend to use quite a lot of white. And I like to, this is going to be a realistic landscape, so realistic-ish. And I'm not going to keep exactly to the colours. I've deliberately chosen quite a bland, simple photo. So my advice is, if you want a 10-minute, to do it in 10 minutes, as you could spend a bit longer. I might even come back to this one, but I just want to get the bones down. Is to choose a relatively simple, that blue was too blue, now I've made myself a purple, to use a relatively simple reference. That is one of the easiest ways, especially when starting and you're wanting to do landscapes, so that you're not overwhelmed with details. I can squint my eyes, there isn't too much to have to worry about. Okay, so I've got that down. Now I want to mix some, I've got this, what's it called? Chromium of, I use this one a lot, of oxide, green. So my point, when I'm starting, I really want to just cover the white, because it just gives me confidence to get going in a funny way. I guess some artists also use under, I've never really done the whole underpainting, but okay, I want to make a little bit more. So you want to work fairly quickly. So thus the other point with this is I'm using a flattish, quite wide for me, brush. And this is how I kind of, with these sorts of, this particular sort of style, I guess I've got my relative style. It sort of changes up with these, my sort of gouache Moleskine sketchbooks. So I use my best, I like to use my top quality gouache for this. My Winsor & Newton. Holbein is a good brand as well. Okay, and then I've got this ridge here and it's got some darker. I might switch now, so I've got a couple of options for brushes. This is more of a smaller round brush. I didn't switch out some, I know obviously in watercolour painting some people wouldn't use a black, they'd mix their own, but to be honest with you, I actually, I haven't got a problem with, I often use black to darken, get some nice dark a bit of red to give that a bit more browny. Let's see. That was quite a, what's the word? Stands out. It's neutral. Let's sort of put a bit more red in. I want it dark. I want it to be a contrast. As I said before, when I use gouache, one of the reasons I love this medium is that you can do lights over darks, darks over lights. So I'm not worried too much about, to be honest with you, if I get my colours slightly not to my liking, or it looks. And as I said, I've got 10 minutes, so I really don't have long. The idea would also be, for anybody, you could also just, don't worry about, as it were, having a finished sketch even. You could try and aim to just get an underpainting down, and then you can let it dry and then come back to it another day to spend another 10 minutes on it the next day. But it's a nice exercise for anyone who thinks, oh no, I can't fit in detailed. Or I can't, you know, I haven't got time for to do long daily paintings, just do 10 minutes a day. This one is going to end up quite expressive in some ways. So I'm adding some of that red to the green, get a bit more olivey. And the more you practice these, I feel like I get more into the sort of, I sort of know how to mix the colours I want for particular landscapes. I think I used to have an olive green colour, but I think I ran out of that one, but it's okay because I can mix my own. Just going to fill in the gap there. I'm not keeping to exactly this picture, it doesn't have to be. Maybe I'll come in with the blue if I have time. I've got like 4 minutes. 10 minutes really isn't long, is it? So what I'm going to do is maybe I really want to add there's bits of earth sort of paths and things, and I do want that. And it's a bit more. Over here, put in some more dabs. I might extend the sky down so it doesn't look quite so rough. Okay, I've got like 4 minutes, so I am gonna go over to these because I want to show that you can. I think some of it is actually having the colours. If you wanted to mix up more colours and then get going in 10 minutes. But the reality is, a lot of the time we don't have time. We might have just squeezed out our paints, and you know, I want to show that you can mix a few colours and just keep it very minimal. Go in with this darker. Kind of like. Some ways I actually kind of like this, really. I've got a few gouache sketches that I often end up, what's the word? Yeah, no, overdoing, and then they lose. See, just with this sort of ready, how much have I got? 2 minutes? Ready brown, I can add a little bit of detail. What I'd really like to have time for is those very pale, almost ghostly grey branches, and typically this Have I got time to add that in? Like so. Anything else? Maybe a little bit of a dash here. Do you know what? I really like this. There's a bit of such a pale lilac or pinky colour. And now I want a little bit. Have I got time? I really want. Whoops, wrong brush. Oh my gosh, I'm probably slightly going over my time limit, but I want to add in. I don't know if it's going to stuff it up, but sort of area of to finish off. Sort of shadowy. Tried that. Anyway, okay, it's 10 minutes, so I'm gonna stop. Is it in shot? Yes, it is in shot, thank goodness. Okay, this is my 10-minute. Let's take a total look. Now, the options are, you've got a nice little 10-minute sketch that maybe you prefer to some of your longer sketches, or you've at least got the start to a more detailed finished sketch which you can continue with, or you can leave it to dry, come back to. And yeah, there's bits I can see I would like to bring out, like I want to come back and maybe make this a little bit more defined, and the darks here I can see I could definitely do more to it. But on the other hand, as a 10-minute way of showing that you can get in a painting, I'm actually kind of happy with it. I kind of like it. And at the essence, this is my personal, sort of my favourite technique for making landscape sketches. And yeah, I just wanted to share this. It is a little bit of a taster for my gouache, well, it's not, for my landscape workshop. As I say, I think you can also do this in watercolour, though you probably wouldn't be able to do sort of so much the lights on darks, I guess. Yeah, or with acrylics as well, whatever you have to hand. Thank you as always for watching my videos. As I say, it's been a delight to have helped out the Joy of Drawing channel. I'll probably be taking a break from making weekly videos here for a bit, but yeah, there's a great selection of more detail, how to draw videos from Caroline, and I'm also on my other channel, just Sonia Britain, my other art channel. Okay, as I say, thank you very much, and bye for now.